Saturday evening live stream. Vibing, riding, rocking, rip, snorting, carrying on and such. Having a hell of a time to the best of our abilities. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know how it is and what it is. Appreciating all the fine, cool, groovy cats that drop up in the live stream, hitting it up in chat, telling us where it is, where it's at. Y'all motherfuckers be great. Y'all motherfuckers is good. That's for damn sure. Absolutely, positively, without a doubt, the greatest fam dam ever assembled in YouTube history. The fine subscribers and followers of the Stoosey Boys. Rip rocking, straight up shocking, vibing, rip snorting, killing. A fantastic weekend so far, I suppose. Been a pretty chill weekend, been a pretty mild weekend, but I gotta say, can't complain. Had some vicious weather. Not in our specific neck of the woods. We got off just fine. But in elsewhere, specifically in Kentucky, they had a hell of a time last night. I'm under the impression there might have been some power outage in local municipalities, things of that nature, but further away, and I believe it's like Somerset or London, some Paris maybe, somewhere all up in there. Got riggedy wrecked last night. Things got crazy. USA up in the house. You asked for a live stream and we delivered. It just took us a while to get there. You didn't get that one day shipping. Stoosey fam. Hell yeah. That's pinnable right there. Let me plug that. Bam. How about them apples? Hell yeah. Yeah. Now we're having a great time, just straight vibing, a little that chilling, pleading the fifth, you know what I'm saying? In case y'all haven't checked out the starter video, we dropped us a nice long-form video. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, all things considered. Was putting work in earlier. We actually filmed that today. Filmed, cut, pushed there, put everything together, pushed it out, uploaded in HD, sweet high-definition quality, you know what I mean? So hell yeah. Got the starter, well, it will crank. Who knew that it was 2 bolts on one, or 2 shims on 1 bolt was the solution. Not 4 shims on 2, not 5 shims on 2, not 6 shims on 2. No, just 2 on 1. Simple, straight, elegant, to the point. Vibe, city vibe, central. That's what I like to call the Stoosey Boys and the Stoosey fam. But yeah, like I say, that video we dropped earlier is out there. It's pretty popping. We actually got to do it as an instant premiere, and that was just so fun because it was kind of like if a video and a live stream had a baby. Well, I appreciate you, sis. Get you a pool. Doobie, pick this up at Sonic. Yeehaw. Sis up in the house. What's popping, sis? There's all kinds of folk up in the house. Peace, calm, positivity, love, safety, and determination. All y'all appreciating for sure. Y'all be sure to hit up that subscribe button. We actually, I think, may have been under a tornado warning at one point, but we played it by ear. You know how a tornado warning does not necessarily dictate a tornado. It generally means there's a tornado, but I've seen tornado warnings and everything else, and there not to be a tornado. It's called maybe one touches down, dips a toe, and then decides to retreat back into the clouds like the fucking coward it is. Okay, well, that would still cause a tornado warning kind of thing. And I think maybe that's the situation we were facing last night. Rainbow Band, my baby, my yeah! What's popping, Rainbow Band? Life is for the living, you know what I'm saying? 110,000% all the way. Oh, man, this worked earlier. What the hell? Yeah. What the fuck is on your head, said Papa. Papa up in the house. It's the, Dimebag, I guess Dimebag Daryl, despite being unalived for over 20 years at this point, has a line of beer that's coming out. Dimebag Brew or Ale or whatever the fuck. And so to support that, they've been doing merch. So this is a Dimebag Daryl hat. Hence the Get You Pool, hence Dimebag Daryl. He said, what the fuck is on your head? Cut the paper here. R.I.P. Dime Bag. Yes, sir. USA 100%. Remember, it's not Dove. It's DeVoe. Yeah. It's like the devotion that we'd be seeing from the Stoosey Boys, or Stoosey fam, I should say. Absolutely. 110%. But yeah, it's our Saturday evening, chilling, vibing. Y'all know how it is. Hoping to get some, I don't know, evenings started right. How about that? Because it really is just like, we got the ball rolling at 7 in the Okefenokee. You dig? Somewhere around in there. Somewhere in there. That specific intrinsic period of time. I guess maybe we should have ring-a-ding-dinged on Discord, but oh well. Damn, do y'all hear that in the background? I swear it's like living in Fallujah sometimes. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm not in control of what's happening, so. Yes, sir. Indeed, indubitably. Life is for the living. Who else could it be for? You know what I'm saying? Just some vibes, man. You know, that's what really, yeah. Peace, calm, positivity, right? USA. I'm not in control of that. That's all I, you know. I can't help it. My neighbors are American. We've been chilling, working on a Camino, etc., getting shit done. I give today an 8.5, but it's not over yet. Ooh. He makes it sound so, you know. On the 1 to 10, I give mine a total 7 or 8. Probably an 8. I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty fine. Live to die up in the house. Been a minute. What's up, dog? Repeat fan. Repeat offender. Vibe Central. That's what I hear. That's what a lot of folks have said. Bill Hilly. Wade Lucero up in the house. Let's go, Wade. Live to die is up to no good. You already know. Shoot. You know, sometimes when you plead the fifth, things get raucous and out of hand. Let's take a moment, y'all, to shout out our sponsor, By God in Salem's Bows and More, right? We've got this space wax melt line. We're very proud. We collaborated with them on it. The Cosmic Rainbow, baby. I made the bold assertion that I had never seen space wax melts before, by God. But here we stand, collection in hand. They've got the Cosmic Rainbow over there. They've got the space station. They've got the lunar lavender and the citrus sunbird. I'm like a kid with playing cards over here. I gotta say, my favorite, definitely the Cosmic Rainbow. Big fan of the Cosmic Rainbow. It's like Fruity Pebbles. I just dumped a shitload of glitter. I'll smell it through the phone. Yeah, baby, like Fruity Pebbles on crack. But yeah, y'all should totally check out Salem's Bows and More, and we appreciate the holy love and hell out of them for helping us sponsor the stream and helping keep things going out here for show. Now that we got through our corporate sponsorship, Pawpaw had rang and said that how they were doing. And I talked about how I had my whipped vanilla blackberry mixed with wildberry cheesecake wax burning. Oh, okay. You talking space with, well, now, the cosmic rainbow is, to me, Cosmonaut Blues was the core of the line. I was mistaken. The core of the line is definitely the Cosmic Rainbow, not the Cosmonaut Blues. There were strong ones in there. UFO, nothing to scoff at. The Strawberry Supernova, another goated scent. My house smells like grandma's pie. Hell yeah, live to die. Hey, that rhymed. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, be sure to check it out. That's Salem's Bows and More, baby. Corporate sponsorship. Here's my thing with sponsoring. We talked about this. It was either yesterday or day before. It's like, look, I will sponsor the hell out of some products that I stand by. Midnight Special rolling paper. You'd have to look them up. When we do hit our monetization, tell her to wash it. When we do get that monetization, you best believe we will be packing some of these in the store. It'll be fucking badass. I'm all about it, man. Bet your sweet, ever-loving, caramel buttered ass. So, anyway, back on the vibe station, back on the vibe train. How has everyone's day been? We got Live to Die on the wire. Pawpaw's let us know. We got Rainbow up in the house. We got Wade up in the house. USA up in the USA let us know. Okay, it was 7.5. Right on, rock on. So USA has fulfilled the quest. Appreciate that. But yeah, Live to Die and Wade. How's your day going? And of course, anybody else that's dropped back chilling. You know our good old has been good for show. So, if I had to guess, I'd say that sounds like an 8 to me. Wash it before the word of the day. And not for nothing, but she's already showered. Live to Die hit us with an 8. I feel you. Wade Lucero hanging with a solid 8. Sweet. I love how my fam dam is more or less doing pretty fine 95% of the time. Kicks ass. And because and it's great too when the homies ain't doing so hot that we come back through and it's like, oh, hey, well, man, you know, at least you got us coming through with our cavalcade of horse shit. You can always tune into the Stoosey Boys, the long form videos, the shorts, the lives, you know. We got a pretty good stack of shit. About to the tune of almost 700 videos. Of course, an enormous amount of those are live streams. So we're not 100% sure exactly what the specifics of it is, but a little H2O. Y'all blowing up them emojis down there. Don't think I don't see that. I see y'all vibing like hell. Did Hippie ever come down? No. Admittedly, no. How many of y'all think I can make this work? It's so tiny. What y'all think? I'm going for it. This thing is so fucking small, bro. What even is this? Oh, and this wasn't. Oh, fuck, man. So hold on. Let me get my slicer here. What is that? That is nothing. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now it's much easier to use. Here we go. This is great. I'll see if I can fucking do it. A little tiny. Hold on, I gotta make sure get this tuck here. Hold up. Hold up. Fuck, I might get. Hold on. All right, hold on, y'all. We gotta hold on. Gotta make that turn. Y'all know. Everyone knows. Everyone who knows where I'm at. You gotta get it down in there, and then here comes that flip, baby. Oh, but she's not tucked in good enough there, because we don't have a lot of space. All right, so we close it back up. We're going for that flip. What do you think we've got it? Yeah, baby. What the hell? Wow, it actually kind of rolled really good. That's what's so funny. Ta-da! Heard that comment before. Which one? What is that? Wow. Ta-da! It's so tiny. Does this even legally count as paraphernalia? Or whatever? Is this possession at this point? What the hell, bro? This is great. Then we'll double up the ante by putting it in. When I look through this circle, I see the most fantastic bunch of individuals YouTube or the world, even the universe has ever seen. It really is. Hold on, I have a scale for measuring ingredients for the shine stuff. So we're gonna see exactly how much. What do we want to take bets on the weight on this? What do y'all think it is? I'll give y'all a moment. Wow, it rolled right off the thing. Oh my God, that's fantastic. I give you a hint, it's less than 1. What do you think? It's adorable. It's so cute. It's like a pinner, and then on top of that, it's fucking like maybe an inch. Wade said, okay, oh shit, everyone's, all right, Pawpaw said 0.6. Wade said 0.3. Live to Die said 0.5. Anybody else, any takers? Oh, what? Yeah, you better stay there. Anybody, any at all? Any at all? I'm talking 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 0.4, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 0.8. What do we got? All right, final ruling is it was a 0.3. Wade Lucero fucking got it. As soon as I seen that comments, when I started making that face, I was like, because I didn't even see Pawpaws, and I'm like, you mean to tell me the first Wade runs in there right off the bat, and it's like, oh, well, obviously that's a 0.3. It is. It really is. It was trying to flicker between a 0.3 and a 0.2 just a little bit there. It's when I was like, you must. Yes, sir. Wade brings home the trivia question championship on this one. This next toke's for you, buddy. Is the paper ultra thin? Well, they're Hornets, man. They're Hornet brand. They're all flavored. They're flavored ass biggins. They're the biggins. I just cut them to fit. And I literally made this out of what I had cut off of something else. Because listen, here's my thing. All right, my deal is, I've never seen that. Yeah, I'm for real. I never either. I get them for free from the 5th. My biggest, I can roll this all day long, but it needs to be about that much skinnier. I can't. It's way too tall for me. Way too much paper there, man. But the thing's fucking huge, dude. This is half a notebook paper. Goddamn. And if you pay really close attention, it says DeVoe, not Dove. for the sake of not copyright infringing. And they come in these little, it's honestly, it's really neat. They come in, you get a book stuck in here, and then these here are your cone. This is what you make your tips out of. You just pull one out, pluck one from the book, and then fucking crumple it up, basically. That's how I do it. Crutch. What's a crutch? And then dum-da-la, you got a filter. Now, I don't use tips. I can't. It took me long enough to be able to roll a proper cigarette. I can't include a tip, too. Oh, my God. There's no way. But like I say, I get them for free with purchase instead of paying taxes. I guess there is some benefit to plead the fifth. Whatever. At least I'm not using tobacco, right? I mean, I am. I mean, yeah. But yeah, no, we're having a lot of fun here in the Okefenokee, for sure. And always remember that green is the new black. And something else fun and entertaining. Let's also thank Zen Pipe Cleaners for not sponsoring this. Definitely a way to go. Upside, inside out. All right, chat, hit it up with me. Tell us where it is and where it's at. You know what I'm saying? This is where we're going to turn it over to y'all just a little bit. How's the vibe going? Wade, I know you had a real wild day yesterday after saving the day like the fucking hero he is. Because not all heroes wear capes, by God. And now I can take my hat. Now my hat's off to you. I know he was having a vibe today, but I can remember back in the day, this is Papa Says, I can remember back in the day where a man was driving with one hand, roll up with the other one. Couldn't do it now to save my life. I've never been able to do that. Now, I have used a tray. I have used all my shit and went red light to red light, stuck in traffic, and rolled up many a time. Just, we're stuck here. Traffic's dun 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 dun. Meanest fucking point too over here. I might have found out the way to go about it. I don't know. No. Until we get that Snoop money, we're gonna have to keep rolling these point threes. Yeah, I can't believe Wade called it too. Bro's got a certain aura around him here lately. He's answering crazy questions good. He's saving people and dogs and shit from house fires. Got that chronic. It was his birthday. I'd seen some of them birthday presents he had received. I'm just saying, bro. Wade's been vibing here lately. And once again, if anybody hasn't checked out the Chevy starter shimming video that we dropped earlier, y'all be sure to hit that up because I think it's a real banger of a I'll roll for you for $50K a year. Who's going to help me get all the 200 El Caminos running for however many 100K a year? Depends how much money we got's going around, you know what I mean? I've only weighed out a few thousand pounds in my life. Well, I don't have that level of credibility. But what is more or less every day for roughly about 9 years is where where we may or may not be sitting. Now, there have been periods of breakage throughout that, different things going on or happenings or whatever, where I haven't pled the fifth, but not for enormous periods of time. So more or less every day, often multiple times a day for 9 years. That feels like a lot, but then you get the lifelong homies in here, the people like your Wade Luceros, I'm sure the somewhat older cats that have been blazing. So, and I feel like it isn't, but I just more or less every day for 9. And because the reality is, it's really more like 10 years. And it's frankly been a lot longer than that, but it was much more sporadic back then. And so it's been kind of more like 10 years, but if you figure in the breaks, it's probably more like 9 years. So does every day for 9 years feel like a lot? Because when you say it like that, kind of feels like a lot. But then you look, old Snoop puts down about, I think the record, it was about 50 to 80-ish a day. And Willie Nelson's 3-day stash was 3 pounds of dank and I think an ounce or 2 or 3 of fungus. And when Willie was pulled over with that or whatever, he said that was about a 3-day stash. So you figure you factor. Now I'm gonna tell you, I ain't been. I am nowhere near on that fucking level. You know what I'm saying? That's my one thing that's like, now wait a minute here. I mean, if you're talking maybe the equivalent of 1 donk a day kind of deal, not 50 of them bitches a day for God knows how long. You know what I mean? Like, so something to consider, something to discuss. Hey, Ashes. Yes. How are you, Ashes? Good. That's good. Hell yeah. And yes, Snoop Dogg pays his rollers 50,000. Hop up, Ashes. You gonna get on stream? Hell yeah. How you doing, cat? This has become the cat stream, yo. Feel the vibe. They emit healing frequencies when they purr. Or the frequency of their purring sometimes is on the same frequency that they think is like optimized for healing or some shit. So I don't know if that's technically pseudoscience or what, but something to consider, I guess. Damn, chat done fell down the stairs on me. Is everybody okay? That's just a little bit less than what I make driving a yard truck. $50K a year. Hell yeah. Damn. That wouldn't be bad. That's an awful lot of rolling, though. Arthritis? What is arthritis? You know what I'm saying? Them fingers, man. When I'm fully supplied, I average a pound every 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, no. I just can't afford that. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, myself, you can put me down for a gram a day every day for the rest of my life, and that would be just about contentment. Of course, as long as the variety and strains is changing. Now, more realistically, I'd probably 2 would be pretty all right, but this isn't to myself either. This is shared amongst. 2 or 3 would probably be 3 if I had the money. If, let's just say, fully supplied, I could see 3 being, let's just say, an 8th for the sake of it. So you figure an 8th a day. And this is if you had it. That would be, well, a zip minus an 8th every week. So then you figure 16. So a pound every 4 months, roughly. Somewhere in the neighborhood of a pound every 4 months. Smoke constantly from daylight to dark. On 3, hell yeah. On 3, on only 3 grams, you bet your sweet bebopping ass. Totally could. You have no idea. Even if you, and I'm not even talking one hitting all day long. No. There's no need for all that. So yeah, no. Wade's looking at a pound every 4 to 6 weeks. I'll be looking at a pound every 16 weeks. We are not on the same level. But he's also got his own crops, and that's where where it all makes a sense. Averages impact, exactly. And what I said as he said it, even though I didn't see that he said it. Exactly, right there. You can grow 10 pounds of it for $300. Man's run the math. Wow. That's something to consider. He's a professional. I know he's a professional. That's why anytime I have any sort of yeehaw-related question, I kick it to my madman Wade, because you must never be afraid to ask directions from someone who's been where you think you need to go. KAS Blue Smoke. What's poppin', dog? Anyone can do it. Yeah, I know. I'm one of those people that I guarantee if everything was legal and I had everything, I'd probably overthink my crops to death. That'd be the problem, is I'd be way too finicky. But I figure after the first couple go-arounds, then I would get where I'd chill out with them and wouldn't fuck with them so much and let them just fucking be. And everything would be groovy kosher. And I'm not saying like pick at it, because trust me, patience ain't nothing. The whole curing thing, I know that's where 90% of people fuck up right there. I ain't picking off that fucking, you've lost your goddamn mind. That's how you fuck it up. That's just it. I'd be so freaked out about fucking it up that I'd probably maybe overwater it, or might over 7 dust it for fear of those goddamn fucking whatever cutworms. KAS said, "What's up, dude? What's popping, dog?" No, you don't understand, Pawpaw. And you gotta be now. Where my patience would be tried, curing. I'm telling you, I used to just think that curing was like maybe 2 weeks, 14 days. It's like, no, Bubba. I'm thinking 30 minimum. Realistically, more like 45 kind of thing. Like it takes a minute. You got to do it right, dog. That is the only way. That's exactly why I don't have croppage out here, is because it is not convenient and everything else for me to. It's not plead the fifth. So I, just don't want to deal with the hassle, the headache. You know what I'm saying? Don't shit where you eat. You dig? 3 to 4 weeks. Oh, so I'm overstretching it on the dam. I'm out here fucking turning that shit into dust, baby. We getting some HASH off that. Another thing, too. If I had any LBSs, all of a sudden you'd see me break down and do every fucking thing with it. All of a sudden, well, here comes a little butter. All of a sudden, that heat press gets fired up, right? A little parchment paper gets spent. Ain't nothing but squeezing juices, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk putting some shit in the freezer and raking it over a screen, collecting some powder. And, you know what I mean? That's why I love there's a million things to do. I sit here and play with it like a fucking kid, dude. Hang it in the barn with tobacco. Yeah. I have a greenhouse in East Tennessee. Hopefully I could grow something. Well, fucking get on the ball, man. KAS, are you subscribed to the, man, it ain't far from our neck of the woods. Are you subscribed to the Stoosey Boys? If not, that button's somewhere in this neighborhood, I'm pretty sure. Allegedly, so they say. A little, unfortunately, unconvinced. I also got to find me a tobacco patch and get me a few tobacco plants. That way I can grow me some tobacco seeds. Because apparently you got to be a tobacco farmer to purchase tobacco seeds, which is kind of strange as piss, but it's kind of weird. I could totally see it back in the day. Makes all the sense, but Nowadays, it's like, are you serious? What's somebody gonna? What are you gonna do? I just want to roll a couple chahoots. You know what I'm saying? I figure 5 plants at the fucking most. Hell, there ain't no. All I'm gonna do is gimmicky bullshit with it. It's not like I'm out here because the tobacco that you grow yourself and a cigarette or the bullshit you get at the store is quite a bit different. I just take a few branches of smaller blowers for something to smell. Where you're at, I would just go to the store. What's up, y'all? Give me some of this. Give me some of this. Give me some of this. Give me some of that. You know what I mean? Like. But now my thing with the toying and playing with it, I wouldn't do anything that's like non-natural. Like I could never do butane extracts, so like shatter and all that bullshit's out of it because I just don't want to fuck with it. I don't know. And there's something else that's like that. A certain kind of, it's not tincture because I'm down with tincture. Y'all seen some of the cool cats was in with me when I done that tincture. And that tincture was definitely strange for sure. He could DoorDash it exactly. Exactly. You can in Nashville too, I'm under the impression. Yes, sir. But yeah, so how's everybody doing tonight? Now that we're on off about the day, now we can start talking about the night. It's Saturday night, so this is the dawn, the party hour, I guess, or what have you, the killer evening to get down and get funky. For me, it's this or Friday night. And I always felt like the trick is you party like hell on Friday night to see if you have the will to party on Saturday night. And then if you don't, then your Saturday's relatively chill, and then you just have a chill Sunday, and then all of a sudden you're at Monday pretty much perfectly fine kind of thing. It's a way to go. But yeah, is that here talking about pleading the fifth? KAS threw up the heavy metal sign, some kind of golden soccer ball, a guitar, and I think some dude dancing. What is that? Is that a golden? What the fuck? Some kind of golden soccer ball. Also began to wonder if people watch the live streams for all the ever-loving nature that you hear in the background. Them frogs and cicadas have really been center stage here lately. Although anytime we film anything during the day, the birds seem to be screeching, hooping, and hollering 24/7. It's a flaming heart. Okay. Some kind of orange soccer ball. Wow, I was way off the mark. Says, I enjoy spending time with my lady. Hey, me too, Papa. I hear you 100%. So lock the door and turn the lights down low. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. We could be doing some vibing song requests. Always a fun time on the stream, and I get real good hooping and hollering and jumping around and shit, throwing my voice around. It's always a lot of fun. Or it could be time to speak the prophetic wisdom. That's how these streams usually go. Talk a lot about peace, calm, and positivity on this stream, but it's time to break down what that might mean. Okay, so peace is just nice, easy-going coexistence. it's what we all strive for. It's not what we get, but peace is what I feel like most sensible people seek to achieve for themselves. Absolutely. And for those around you. If everyone could just mind their own shit and leave us the hell alone, life would be pretty life would be pretty damn fantastic. Wouldn't you agree? Or if at the very least everyone else could just be vibing. But you always got this hard ass shaky drunk that wants to screech and holler and every damn thing else. I seen those heart emojis. You've seen them. I've seen them in the shorts. They wear a sample card out quicker than hell. Some poor fucking 18-year-olds trying to peddle little samples of something. They get all hot and heavy, want to grab somebody, so they eat a goddamn elbows. It's like, fuck you. Yeah, no, I'm for real. Peace is what we all strive for. Peace is what we all want. You know what I mean? Let's all just vibe and chill. Be good to one another. It's the ideal situation. And it ain't necessarily what we all get. And sometimes peace just ain't the option, and that's just the reality of the situation. But it should certainly be something that we all hope for. How about that? Now, sitting in the morning sun, watching the ships roll in. Oh, sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Oh, so I left my own home in Georgia, out in the Frisco Bay. Oh, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Yeah. I don't quite know the lyrics. It's all out of order, but you get the gist. Here's the fucked up part about that goddamn song that not a lot of people realize. Otis Redding, the dude that sang that song, died in a plane crash, and the plane crashed in the bay, and he like drowned or he froze to death in the bay. So he died in a bay. You fucked up. Yeah, I did. Give me something else then. You butchered that. Try again. Let me get my fucking hat on here. Hold on, let me get a drink of water. All right, what you got for me? How about from here on out, if I don't know the words to it, I'll just pull the old, I don't know the words to it. Or maybe I can make like a real quick cover real fast and sort of, I know every word by heart. Love that song. And so did he. And I wonder if that song was running through his mind as he froze to death in that fucking bay. It's not like funny, but the irony or the whatever of it is absolutely, it's unreal if you think about it. Friends in low places. I don't know that one. Try again. I can try to remember the Merkins version of it, Friends with No Faces. I can remember. All I can hear that guitar. I'm supposed to be mute, but that ain't the truth. Love wearing my blue tie and hair. Just to let you know, you're not the last one to go. I was the last one to watch you gasp for air. And I heard all her cries, seen fear in her eyes. When I took her life, I'm deranged. And I roasted you, said, yummy, you'll make a stew. So your flesh I'll obtain. 'Cause I got victims and I'm wearing their faces. It's a risky town. 'Cause I'm chasing them all away. And they'll be in dismay. Yeah, I'm real big. I wear leather faces. Think I'll sew them down on a daily basis. So I got no friends. 'Cause I'm wearing their faces. So yeah, he doesn't know friends in low places, but he fucking knows that. And it goes on, too, for like 2 or 3 more verses. Also, I think my chainsaw sexy, too. I think my chainsaw sexy. It really turns me on. She's never stalling on me while I'm killing them all. This stream has been demonetized, thanks in part due to... I'll still carry on. Hey, man. Yeah. You live and you learn, you have a good time. That's all I give a fuck about. What say you, fam damnly? Can I get the hell yeah up in the chat? Let's get it going, burn it up and burn it down. Hit it up on Discord, spread the word, light all the fires upon all the towers. Let's get it going. Stoosey Boys boogieing down tonight, having a real rip snorting, carried on. Big wild with conversating, hee-haw, singing jovially and carried on and such. We got a hell yeah from Pawpaw down there, kicking ass, rock on, rock steady. Life is for the living. Push it to the limit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like Scarface or nothing, you know, some of that craziness, but you know what I mean? We got a hell yeah from Wade Lucero coming in right behind him, showing out and showing up strong. My madman Wade, KAS kicking a hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Look at all y'all bad motherfuckers showing up. Amy Conway showing up with the, hey, glad you guys safe. Heard bad weather by you, lots of rain. Hear the Crocs in the streets. River too much current. Hit that like button. Wow. Wow. We're going to replace the pinnable with that. You've earned it on that one, Amy Conway. Crocs in the streets. That sounds wild as piss. Hell yeah. Things got wild. Amy Conway, I called for a hell yeah from all the members in chat. So, hell fucking yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sounds like a good country song. Which one? Crocs in the streets. I thought, me and Rainbow were actually discussing this earlier, because how many country songs are there about hunting dogs? Of course, you got Old Red, and there's that really old song. It's like Bird Dog. I don't know if it's about the whiskey or not. I just know that one fucking part. So I thought a really good name for a country song would be 12th Season, and then in the parentheses, it's like, and still growing songs. And it's just all about this maybe fucking coon hound or whatever. It would be fucking awesome. Here we have the American crocodile, and they huge. Hell yeah. But yeah, what's the idea on that? If somebody steals that idea from me, please send us part of the proceeds. That's all I ask. 12 seasons and still going strong. That dog of mine, you ain't worth a damn, but that dog mine, boy, sure can jam. Yeah, some of that, like, yeah. "12 seasons and he's still going strong. Man, the turkeys and the deer know it's all going on. Well, it's something. The pieces are there. Only river, but now they go in ocean. Fuck me, and sharks not dig ocean anymore." What? So you're not going in the ocean because of the sharks and the crocodiles? Well, goddamn, if it's that, I'm about there with you. And frankly, it rains so much, you're never dry, so hell. Crocs in the street, bitch. Crocs on my feet, bitch. Wow. Do you own a pair? Wait. Oh, no. She's already said something about the American crocodile. I was about to be like, wait a minute. If you like Crocs. There we go. Hold on now. Hold on. No rain, no ocean for me. Okay. But it's only in summer, so it's not too bad. Vibing. Rocking, carrying on, and everything else, frankly. Sometimes you got to put the soup in the pot and put the pot on the stove and just put it on a good medium-high boil. Once she boils, Get everything stirred up real good in there. Once it's all real good and tender, take it down to about a low. You know what I'm saying? Put that bitch on low. Keep her stirred. You know what I mean? Throw the top on there. 20 minutes. Nah, man, it'll be done. It's a country song name. No, I just spouting off nonsense. Now, damn, what'd KAS do? I was talking about Croc. Well, I think he was just rapping, so it's cool, Amy. Bird dog. Yeah, so we did cover that ground for the country song about a bird dog. I also thought playing possum, just called playing possum, or doesn't necessarily could be about whatever, but playing possum is another good one. Cover of Midnight in Montgomery. I'm gonna sit here and spill all my fucking secrets. Cover of Midnight in Montgomery. But it's about the Leonard Skinner plane crash. Come on now. It's been begging and waiting to happen. Somebody's gonna do it. And I'm gonna sit there and say, aha, they stole my shit. I'm good in woods with the bears. I don't fuck with sharks. Yeah, because you can't shoot a shark. All the urban combat does not apply to sharks. You know what I'm saying? That's I thought I saw a bad word. Maybe he meant to say fish and instead he said bish. Or maybe he meant to say bisque, you know, like because we was saying something about soup. Yeah. They say punch shark in the nose, but what if he bite you first? Well, I guess you still try to punch it in the nose. If they don't see it, did it really happen? Yes. Well, in the eyes of the Lord, I guess. In the eyes of man, no. Also pins video surveillance. I guess you're supposed to just punch. My problem is underwater. I don't think you can punch really hard underwater. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Nah, KAS, you're good. Shit, no. Nah, you're gravy, man. Psh. But yeah, so I'm supposed to beat the hell out of this shark or like what the y'all remember that wrestling commercial where Brock Lesnar like F5 the fucking shark or something? It was hilarious. That was goddamn awesome. What, beating the hell out of the shark? I think shark might only eat some fish because maybe only some fish is worth eating kind of thing. Kind of like how we've got all these critters constantly running around here, but yet we don't choose to eat all of them. You know what I'm saying? That'd be like the equivalent to them, I guess, of like eating bugs. Just I'm going about my day to day, see some fucking bug on the ground and be like, oh, I'm gonna, eat it. That's why sharks don't eat just any given fish that they or whatever that they come across. You don't just eat whatever in any given situation. I guess no matter who or what you are. There is no true blue omnivore, especially when it comes down to choice, I suppose. Sharks think surfers are seals. Yeah, they'll evolve to quit doing that eventually, I guess. I'm still waiting on deer to evolve to not freeze in front of headlights and possums to stay away from cars, however, and it's been a mighty slow process so far. Did you post the Mother Nature's short yet? Which one is that? What was that one? Oh, yeah. No, yeah, no. After a moment of review, Pawpaw. Yeah, you mean the cicada video? Can somebody run a Google real quick just before we do so? Just, just anyone in the fam dam, anyone watching, can somebody run me a Google search of how YouTube feels about, let's just say, mating season? How about that? Somebody run that vibe check real quick before we, somebody out there, let us know in the comments section what the, not legality, but you know what I mean on that is. What's the status quo for such nonsense? Because let's just say Pawpaw made a discovery and just insisted that I recorded said discovery. I think it depends the animal. Well, now it's the animals in question. What am I supposed to do? I guess I can do like a Discord premium or something. Some shit like that. Drop it for the boys. Depends the animal. Well, now, Amy Conway, it's the aforementioned, it's what Pawpaw said. We're talking cicadas here, so it's not exactly some fucking it isn't like we're fucking 12 down at the stockyards learning about taxes. Now listen here, boy. You see that cow is you, and that bull is the government. Mating insect, okay, bug porn. Define, or maybe don't. I got a couple more viewers up in here. What's popping, y'all? Like I say, we'll probably hold on to that as like a premium exclusive or something. Some fucking. I really don't see the Stoosey Boys being drug under over some cicada. It's mating season, y'all. I can't help it. Nature's doing nature. Like, it's cicadas, bro. That's the only thing that makes me even remotely feel like it's the way to go. I said, I don't know what you filmed. They were just on a tire. It's mostly me ranting and raving and setting up. Then I'm like, look at these cicadas. And then that's it. So, like, something. It's something along those lines. Yeah, something like that. Something. We'll do a little research. We'll hold on to that one. If y'all see that show up a little later, you'll see that we come to a decision about it, and we just motherfucker. One was dragging the other like a dog. Wow. Yeah, I guess it was a bit graphic, huh? When you put it like that, goddamn. All of a sudden, it wasn't like we got microscopic on it either. You could really barely tell what was going on, but yeah. Yeah, he's like, they're stuck together. Of course, you know, Pawpaw, he gets excited real easy. So, you know, I said, oh, geez. Life is for the living, y'all. This much we know to be fact, and this much we know to be true. It's 8 o'clock. Do you know where your government is? Hiya, Splotch. How you doing, Bo? Yeah. What is it? Just gives me that dead-eyed look. There's something about these cats. Watching Stoosey Boys. What? It's killer content. Hey, that instant premiere, I don't know if we talked about that in the live stream. If we did, it may have been earlier, maybe a slightly different crowd. But that instant premiere was actually really fun. I just wish I could have got maybe the word out. And, wow. Oh, that's what the cat's doing. Hey, you're all right. Yeah, kitty. Yeah, kitty. Yeah. Anyway, handsome young man. How you doing, Top Hat? Yeah. Hope you're having a good. What the fuck? I'd shake your hand, but you're somewhere else. Oh, now the cats are having a slight little tussle in here. Let's get. I think I'm good. A brother man. I am good on that. Listen here, feller. I'm going to have to ask you to settle down. Now, has anybody ever been fishing? Yeah. I do a little cat fishing almost every day with this stick and rope out here. Maybe it's a female. No, I seriously do. I would assume with a name like Top Hat that it's one of the homies. And if it is, they can get fucked. Rainbow whoop that ass. Damn Skippy. Oh, he got him some dog food. He'll be dealing with that. 100%. Yeah, I just figure with a name like Top, it's got to be a homie. Yeah, baby. I mean, not for nothing, but I'm very much. There have been periods of time where I've definitely felt I've been candy to the community, and more power to them. You know, I absolutely support the community, but I'm in no way, shape, or form a member of said community. But the phrase candy gets tossed around from time to time. These things happen, you know. I can't help it the way they feel. But yeah, it's funny as shit. Oh, hey, we've got the exotic diamond infused pre-roll or whatever. Yep, don't go to prison. Oh, yeah, I'm fucked. Oh, yeah, no. Terrible, terrible. I'd have to cut my hair for starters, and even that wouldn't save me. It really wouldn't. Frankly, jail. I don't think I'd have any amount of problem in jail. It's all piddly bullshit. All you got to do is just fuck somebody up, and then, well, that'll be that. Might get stint in solitary, but hell, that'd solve a problem right there now, wouldn't it? Got the point across, didn't you? Ain't getting my ass, no sir, no way, no how. But in prison, yeah, you in there with some hardcores. It's definitely gonna happen. Yeah. Don't get in system ever. Well, I'm working on it. Yeah. I'm doing my damnedest every day. Yeah. Why, hell? God, that is some good water. It's fan flippin-tastic. Not you personally, just in general. Oh, wait. No, very much me personally. Hell yeah. The system. Or unless you're talking about like the Skynet system or like the the mainframe computer because we're already in that motherfucker. I tell you that now. Next thing you know, we'll be coming back with like a midnight stream, and this hat is like completely covered in tinfoil, like lined entirely in tinfoil. What's up, y'all? You come here to talk about the alien spaceships up floating around in the sky. And we're going to be pulling in various information and news reports from all around the world. Here's our latest hit up. Right here, we've got this flying saucer located over Salt Lake City. It's a long cylindrical object, about 30 feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't trust cops. You judges at all. Well, I hear you. Judge sits up there on his goddamn high horse and decides who you are and what life you'll live and every fucking thing. It's judges suck, bro. That is a load of fuck. Corrupt bastardos. I thought bastardos didn't mean nothing. You mean corrupt cabrons, right? Or cabron corrupte. Chica. I have not seen. I guess the one chick judge was cool because I didn't see her give somebody, what the hell was it? Contempt of court in several days and whatever. And I also didn't see her. What did the dude do? The other fucking thing. Reduce a woman to tears for writing some strongly worded letter on why she didn't feel like she needed to do jury duty and all this other bullshit. Reduces this woman to tears, basically forces her to apologize to the court, and then sends her back to her seat. Now look on that in retroactive. I'm pretty sure the woman's First Amendment right might have been a little bit violated there. I've asked some people, because I've laid the situation out. She didn't say anything like she was going to do any sort of nonviolent whatever, or that she wasn't going to. She threatened no action whatsoever. She just went on to, this local system is so corrupt, and all it does is slap meth heads on the wrist, and this, big my time is better spent, this big scathing letter or whatever. And, yeah. Wrote it to, I guess, the court clerk, or maybe I'm pretty sure it was to the circuit court clerk, whatever the fuck. Well, next thing you know, old judge pulls this fucking letter out, calls her up in front of this whole room full of people, because once again, fucking asshole, and reads this letter out loud to the whole fucking room. And then, this reduces this woman to, it's like, what am I supposed to do? Miss fucking da-da-da, whatever. And I'm just in the back chill. People around me are freaking out, and I'm just like, what do you expect? I mean, what do you fucking expect? Like, I'm just saying. See, man, just learning. Much next. Put on more. We put a wow. Pendejo. Pendejo means dickhead. Yeah. People's jaws drop. My thing with cops, if I don't have nothing on me, there ain't nothing to worry about. I ain't had shit to where they go to hassling me. Shit, I ain't no fucking problem, no big deal. Because I've dealt with that. Why do you smell like marijuana? Oh, I have no idea, officer. This is insane. I'm in possession of no marijuana at this time. Like, I'm a good little boy. Hell yeah. Oh, yes, sir, officer. No. Hell yeah. You bet your ass. Roll out and go about my day. And, I've never had a fucking real problem. I make them walk away with tears. Well, I feel you. What the scallop lepesky? What the fuck? I've never had scallops. I'll be 100% real with you. I've been almost enticed to eat. I'll talk to cops or just people, but the system is severely corrupt. Yes, absolutely. System's corrupt, but a lot of your cops ain't so bad. Some are dicks, some ain't. You know what I mean? Sometimes it depends on the person, and sometimes it depends on the night. Depends. if you go looking for trouble, you're going to get it. That's just always been my thing, right? So you don't give them no hassle. I'm always all real respectful, all blah, blah, blah. I don't ever have no big deal. Straight up. It throws them off. I guess because I look like this, I'll be blaring John Denver and shit. I get pulled over. I feel like all you hear is talk of poems and prayers and promises and things that we believe in. How sweet it is to love someone. How right it is to care. I feel like you roll the window down. He's like, oh, what seems to be the problem, officer? Well, they're like, well, clearly he's not up to no good. Goddamn. I'm not a rat. Everyone answers for their own shit. Who said anything about being a rat? Ain't nobody got to sell nobody out. I've never even remotely been put in that situation. I don't get hassled over nothing. Like I say, there was that one security guard at the fucking DMV or whatever the hell he was, or it was the court. It was a security guard at the court thing hassling me like crazy because I'm in there to pay a fucking seatbelt ticket, and this jackass is borderline working me up and down over goddamn. Oh, you smell like fucking weed, whatever. I literally talked to two real cops on the way over there asking directions to the place on foot because I parked like several blocks away, and this was in this like major city ish, and yeah, they didn't tell me nothing. They didn't hassle me. They said, "Oh, you go down here. You're gonna go down. All right, boys, y'all have a good one." But then I get to this fucking Paul Blart motherfucker, and next thing I know, I'm getting hassled over this shit. I have multiple times. That's a lot of dots, dashes. That's Morse code. Do I fucking look like I know Morse code? Frankly, I feel like the fact that I can identify that as Morse code is just almost slightly remarkable. I think it's Morse, man. This ain't the fucking 20s. Not everyone knows Morse code. It's either Morse code or Braille. He could be right. Dots, and dashes. That's fucking... I'm pretty sure dots and dashes is Morse code. Dots exclusively is Braille. Use it on a Do I? No. I'm not going to do that. Not to be stern or nothing, but just I'm like... No, I'm not going to do... Kind of in the middle of something here. Unless it's the coordinates to the fucking gold. I mean, come on now. You can share that in chat and we'll all everyone in the live stream will cannonball run over there. It'll be so cool. Dot, dash, to dot. Hold on. Dot, space, dot, dash, 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 dash. The only Morse code I know how to make is SOS, and that's like... literally, and I don't know if I have it backwards, but if I start with O and then S, it'll start making SOS. So I know SOS in Morse code. That's literally it. Don't ask why I know, because I have no fucking idea. YC man knows Morse code for SOS. If it's like everything else, it'll come in handy one of these days, maybe. The only semi-practical use of Morse code I've ever witnessed in my life was the 1983, I think, movie Maximum Overdrive, the Stephen King movie with the fucking AC/DC soundtrack that was badass. The goddamn little Jeep fucking platform thing honks its horn and communicates with them in there. That all the fucking evil trucks or whatever need gas and they got to fill them up and they were going to let them be alive or whatever so long as they're filling them up. And the kid just so happens he's like a Boy Scout and he's smart enough to write it down and decode it. So that's the only practical application that I can think of for Morse code. Is the movie Maximum Overdrive? If that ain't fucking hilarious, then I don't know what funny is. Because I think that's just downright silly. That really, and like, yeah, because it's like the Titanic tried to use it, but hell, that didn't even do them no good. Hell. Ariana, what does that mean? I love my mug root beer. I buy a 2-liter or maybe a 6-pack, or usually it's a 2-liter. I buy a 2-liter of root beer usually on about an annual basis to remind myself that I don't really like root beer that much. Admittedly. I'm serious as a heart attack. Yes, I did get the greenhouse back up. Unfortunately, the tray was lost, and I feel very bad for Rainbow on that because it sucks. I'm not exactly sure what was in it, but still a bummer. The greenhouse is perfectly fine, however. She was made to disassemble, so it's all fine and good and groovy. All the trays, what stayed intact was honestly pretty impressive considering it lost 3 of the steaks. So that was pretty sweet. Everything stayed perfectly. Root beer, once again, if it's ice cold and for some reason I am specifically hankering for it, especially out of like a mug or something, yeah, I can totally do that. Like every once in a blue moon, I'm talking probably at most 2 or 3 times a year kind of thing. Check out High Desert Community Watch on YouTube. He taught me a lot about dealing with cops. That sounds cool as hell in of itself. High Desert Community Watch. Although the Community Watch kind of sounds, like a neighborhood watch. Fucking bad man, huh? Anyway, but yeah, nah, some root beer. And even if I was to want to make a float with some fucking Tillamook vanilla ice cream or just any real good vanilla ice cream, I would still much rather make it with Coca-Cola than with root beer. Much rather. A float's good. I don't know that I've ever had a malt, and I'm also not 100% sure what makes a malt a malt. Now, I've had many a Colt 45 and even a few King Cobras here and there in my day, but it's malt liquor. I don't think that's the same thing. I feel like a malt, I don't know what makes a malt a malt. Are there any like 80-year-olds in the chat that can lay it down on us? Speaking of which, where the fuck has Rodolfo been? It almost feels like it's been a little minute, ain't it? I like a Jack Daniels and Coke float better. Has it? I don't think I've ever seen you do that. Make a Jack and Coke and throw a fucking scoop of ice cream in that bitch? Bro, I feel like that could be good, but I don't know. I don't know, bro. That's pretty dangerous territory. Frankly, I could see liquor and root beer in a root beer float, maybe even going pretty good. No ice cream. It's not a float. And still nobody told me what a malt is. What the hell's a malt, man? I'm curious as hell. Anyway, well, I think we're about to slide on this stream anyway because we're headed down on that battery. You know what I'm saying? It's been a kick-ass day. We kicked a full-form video. Hope everyone gets a chance to check that out. We've had a real rip-snorting, fun-ass live stream with all the cool groovy cats, and we made it really killer and badass. Y'all are the best fam dam on the planet, but y'all already know this because y'all are that fucking cool. So appreciate the folk dropping in. Appreciate everybody double tapping and driving up the likes. Appreciate everyone hitting it up in chat, telling us where it is and where it's at, and appreciating, if any, some new subscribers have joined the fam. Damn, y'all motherfuckers are the GOAT as well. So, hope y'all have a good one. Like Papa said, peace, y'all. Remember to spread the word daily, and of course, that word is legs, by God. So, y'all have a good evening. Y'all have a great night. Y'all stay safe wherever you are. Y'all be good. Peace out. This has been C-Man of the Stoosey Boys. Hell yeah.